Hi, here's another video. I've been having a look at this Hotpoint condenser dryer, 9 kilo online. Sellers offering it for $31.92. They've put in the listing, which is original, that it powers on, but the drum doesn't turn. So I've put it offering for 20 quid and they've accepted. And I've gone to pick it up locally, and here it is to show you around the unit here. It's quite a tidy machine, no rust. This is the water tank where the condensed water is pumped up to, and let me just show you here inside the drum. This is the lint filter, and let me just show you here, it's split, so this will let a lot of lint inside the condenser, so I'm going to have to order a new one of these. Let's put that to one side for a minute and show inside here. This is a lint filter housing, always a build up of fluff inside here if your machine's not being maintained correctly. And let me just pop this condenser unit out. Obviously you've got lint build up inside here as well. It's supposed to be cleaned monthly, so I'll just pop that to one side and show inside here. This is the condenser housing. Not sure what this round fluff build up is, but there's a lot of lint and fluff build up in here. Don't know what this greasy looking stuff at the bottom is, but I'm going to have to get that all cleaned out. Right, so what I'm going to do is dismantle the unit. Let me just take the top cover off, like so. I'm going to do the screws, and then I'm just going to check. There's supposed to be a belt here, but it's obviously snapped off, hence why the drum doesn't turn as stated in the listing. So more than likely at this stage it needs a new belt at least. Could be the capacitor on the drive motor, but I think looking at this, it's the belt. So I'm just going to lively remove the side panels, because like I said, I'm going to give this machine a good clean, get rid of all the lint. And let me just remove this side panel here. Just push it back. There you can see I've got the side panel off, and you can see the remnant of the belt here that's snapped off. It's supposed to be going all the way around the drum, but quite clearly it's I think this machine's probably been overloaded with wet clothes, and it's stressed the belt and it's snapped. Let me just pull the rest of the belt out. Here is the model number. Let me show you that. 144002145. So I'm just going to have a look on the internet, see if I can find one. And I managed to find one for $6.49. And I managed to find a lint filter also for $9.75. So I've ordered those, just gotta wait for them to arrive. In the meantime, I'm just going to carry on, like I said, stripping the machine down because I'm going to give it a clean. This is the pump housing for where the condensed water is pumped up to the reservoir. I'm just going to check the pump and the impeller, because the impeller usually fails on this. So here you can see me just dismantling the pump. Just open up the pump assembly, sorry. And there's a lot of lint inside here. Yeah, there's a lot of lint inside this chamber, where the condensed water collects. So I'm gonna have to give it a clean. Only really supposed to be water in there. I'm gonna have to remove this cover as well, which houses the fan, the heating elements. I'm just gonna undo that lively, so I can show you inside. There you go. I've got the cover removed. The fan's bolted to this one. They're usually bolted to the back of the machine, as you can see there. And there's a lot of condensation, all that white stuff in there, build up. I think that's due to the condenser not being cleaned regularly. So I'm gonna have to give that all a clean. Let me just disconnect the fan here, plug. Obviously make sure you've got the mains disconnected when you're working inside the machine. So I'm just gonna do this cable tie and remove the fan housing. I'm gonna have to give this all a clean once I've removed the fan from the housing. But let me just speed this section up also as I continue to dismantle the machine, because I've got to remove the front cover. See the gap there? So I can fit the new belt over it. And in the meantime, I'm going to give it a clean. So I'm just going to use my jet blast just to get rid of this lint. As you can see here, Just get rid of the lint from inside the machine. Let me show you here. This cover pops open, so you can get access to the side. You see all the muck at the bottom there. Most of the fluff gone. But I'm just going to get a blast as well. So we need to get rid of all of that lint and grease looking stuff at the bottom. You can see there. See that blast? Get a little close up there. And I'm just cleaning out the pump and the pump housing and just getting all the fluff off the fan. Okay, now that I'm going to clean all the removed devices, parts. Here you can see, let me show you this here. This is the side panel. It's got the date and time of the manufacturer, I guess. Just give these panels a clean, get rid of all the lint off them. It's the bottom cover there. Let's get rid of this sticker because it's half faded anyway. Just jet black that off. And this is the fan cover. Let me just speed this section up because I'll get rid of all this white stuff at the bottom here. And here you can see me just cleaning the condenser, get rid of all the fluff from that. Okay, so I've got everything nice and clean, all the parts there. I'm going to leave that for a week to dry out. Okay, 5 days later, parts arrived. This is the lint filter and the belt. I'll show you here. That's the belt. See the same part number there. So what I've got to do is fit the belts with the ribbed on the inside and the flat section on the outside. I've still got the machine semi-dismantled, so I can fit the belt around the drum, as you can see me doing here. And once that's done, you can see it's all the way around the drum there. I can start putting the front panel back together. There's 4 screws which hold it, 4 screws there, and I'm just going to make sure that this black gasket is intact, otherwise it'll fall out, before I reassemble it. So I'm just starting to reassemble the unit here, and I have done, as I'll show you here. So I've got the front panel connected. I'm just going to tighten up the screws and put the rest of the control panel and other bits and pieces together. As you can see here, let me just pop this cover back on because I've finished in here now. Pop this side cover back in. I've got all the front panel connected now. All the screws are in. I'm just going to pop this side panel on because I'm going to be doing most of the work from the other side. Let me just screw this side panel on. And let me just pop the pump and the fan heater cover back on. I've got them all nice and clean and dry now, so I'll just pop them on. Okay, this is the tricky bit. Just going to remove the blower cover. This pops up with a screwdriver, and remove the wires from the cable tidy. This blower comes off, blower trim. Just got to remove the fan now. There's a circlip on the inside. Let me just show you here. Spin it round. There's a circlip that holds this fan in place. See that there? The retainer. It's not quite a circlip. It is a clip of some sort. Just got to squeeze it in with me long nose pliers and pull it off so I can show you what it looks like. That's the clip there. Holds the fan in place. And the fan just clips onto the splines. Just got to push that off like so. Might have to give it a clout sometimes, but this one came off fairly easy. So I'll just remove the fan. And this is the drive shaft. So what I've got to do now, I've got to tuck the belt under the drive shaft and line the grooves up on the inside of the belt with the grooves on the shaft of the motor. This is what I'm doing now. Just keep close up there. You see the splines on the belt and on the motor. Just got to get them lined up. This is the tricky bit now. What I've got to do is pull the belt and give you a little diagram. Pull the bottom belt over this pulley, and with great difficulty. My method is using the old belts. You see there. What I normally do is just hook it around the bottom of the belt like so, of the new belt, because I've got to pull it over this pulley or jockey wheel. See there? I'll give you the best close up as I can, but I've got to pull the belt up over the jockey wheel, and this method, there's different methods of doing it. This is the method I use, and it requires a lot of force because the belt is practically elastic band what fits around the machine, so you got to get a tension on it. So let me just show you here. What I'm going to do is just put my foot in here and pull the belt up over the jockey wheel. Excuse my head. See, you can see me just pulling the belt up over the jockey wheel like so, and I've just about got it to catch on the lip. So if I just rotate it slightly, it should just clip on, or it should just lock on. And you heard that just snap on there. It's fully under the jockey wheel. So what I've got to do now is just remove this old belt. Remove the old belt, which I use to assist. Get that out of the way. Here, a little close up here. That's how it's supposed to be fitted. The splines line up with the splines on the drive shaft, and then you've got the belt going over the jockey wheel, the black jockey wheel there, or pulley. Just get it rotated manually so you can see. Okay, that looks fine. So what I'm going to do now is just put the fan back on. Just slides onto the splines on the motor's drive shaft, and then just pop that clip back on. The retaining clip, as you can see there. Spin it around, make sure it's not rubbing. And all I've got to do now is put this blower housing back in, and then the blower cover goes over the top like so. A little bit fiddly. There's no screws, just clips in. It just sits down like so. Just press it down, and then just all I've got to do now is put the cables back in the cable tidy like so. And I think that's it for the day because I'm knackered. Okay, so come back to the next day, just give it a try, and let me just show you here. I've switched it on. Let me just show you how it runs around. You can see there. I'm really satisfied with that. Seems to be running fine. So what I'm going to do is finish putting the machine together once I've disconnected the power. Just reassemble the machine now, put the side cover and the top cover back on before I give it a test. But before that, let me just show you what it looks like. This is the housing for the fluff filter. I'll give it a clean. This is what it looked like before, and this is what it looks like now. I'll just pop the new lint filter in there, which I just ordered the other day, and this is the housing for the condenser unit. Let me just pop it out to show you. This is what it looked like before with all the lint inside and the fluff inside the condenser. Got it nice and clean there, as you can see. And let me show you inside the housing. This is what it looked like before. If you remember, they had all that build-up of lint and some greasy looking stuff at the bottom there. Okay, this is what it looks like now. I've got it nice and clean. Got rid of all the lint and whatever that grease stuff was. It's nice and clean now. So I'm pretty satisfied with that. Just going to give it a test. Let me just pop this condenser back in, which can be tricky sometimes. But it's got to go back in and fully. It's got to be locked in. Otherwise the machine won't brake correctly. And you've got the instruction at the bottom up there where it tells you to clean the machine, clean the condenser monthly. Okay, just gonna give it a try now. So let me just bung this wet towel in here and switch the machine on. And I left it on 120 minutes, so I'm just going to cycle through. Just get closer there. I'm going to be cycling through the program. I'm not going to obviously play the full 40 minutes. Let me show you around the machine while it's working. Got it nice and tidy, nice and clean. But it's still in test mode. Still drying the clothes. You see there, a bit of condensation build up inside, and the drum is warm. That's just another section. Okay, so it's at the end of its cycle pretty much. It hasn't quite finished, but I can see that it's nice and hot inside there now. Let me show you here. That's a nice dry towel. Just fold it up and skin on the top for a minute. And show you the lint filter, which collects all the fluff and lint. See, you've got the collection there. I usually just use a paintbrush, soft brush, just to clean it. Get rid of all the lint. As you can see there, just use a soft brush and just pop it back in. Just flick it into a bin or something. And let me show you here. This is all the water which is collected in the reservoir at the top. As you can see there, just tip that out. And that's pretty much concluded. So with that, thanks for watching once again, and please subscribe.